What's up, guys? This is Greenwoods, and today I want to talk about The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1. I just got done watching it yesterday, and I am just blown away from it. Sorry if you guys hear any wind in the background. Right now, I'm just on my walk and jog, and I thought now would be a good time to just record content for the channel. But other than that, yes, Last of Us Season 2, I've been waiting so long for this, and episode 1 definitely did deliver. I honestly came out of this episode just so hyped, and I really can't wait for the second episode for Last of Us Season 2. So one part of this episode that I really loved was the clicker part with Dina and Ellie, and I loved how they copied the game mechanics from the Last of Us game, where they're trying to throw a bottle to make the clicker go the other way, and then Ellie stabs the clicker. And honestly, I really also like the section after this where Ellie was fighting that unknown infected, and this is an infected that was very different. It was actually hiding, and it was actually being really smart. And then when Ellie was out in the open, the infected basically just hid in this corner, right, and then just attacked Ellie, and Ellie didn't even know where it was coming from. So that was a really intense scene, and honestly, it's my favorite part of this whole episode. Other than that, I just want to give props to the actor of Dina. I think Dina's actor was very good in this show, honestly. A lot of the scenes that she's in, she basically steals it, and I really like the personality that she brought with Dina, especially in the dance hall scene with Dina and Ellie. And as you can see from that scene, they actually recreate a lot of scenes from the video game Last of Us 2, and it was done so beautifully. You can also see the composer guy that composes the soundtracks for the video game. He's just in the corner there playing, that little instrument, and I thought that was a really cool nod to the whole series as a whole. But another thing I loved about episode 1 season 2 is that we got a lot of scenes with Joel too, and I'm just so happy about that, man. One thing I didn't like about Last of Us 2 is that there wasn't enough Joel scenes, and I'm glad that this kind of covers Joel a bit more. Of course, it's been quite a while since The Last of Us 1, and Joel is going through therapy. And another intense scene is when the therapist just revealed that her husband was actually killed by Joel, probably a long time ago. And Joel was trying to he was trying to go through this moment, right? And I don't know if he can even tell the truth, because he told a beautiful lie to Ellie in Last of Us 1. And he's just going through the moments, honestly. It just seems like he's chilling a lot more. He seems less on the edge compared to how he was in Last of Us 1, where he's always on the edge. He's always surviving. He couldn't barely sleep sometimes. I remember Last of Us 1, he would have nightmares in the middle of the night and stuff. But it seems Joel here is a little bit more relaxed. He's helping the community in Jackson a lot. So I can feel that he just needs to, go through therapy just to talk it out, But that's one aspect of Joel I like, is that he's always, changing as a character. And you basically can infer the scenes with Joel and Ellie, there's some distance between them, and you're gonna see why. If you haven't played the games, you're gonna see why later on. But I love the scenes with Joel where he's trying to replace the guitar strings in Ellie's room. They had a little discussion a bit, but when Joel tried to protect Ellie, pushed that guy that was making fun of Ellie said that she didn't even need his help. And I don't know, it just made me felt sad a bit. It sucks when people that were really close together have this distance, right? And then it's just not what they used to be, the father-daughter relationship of Joel. And I understand why. It's because Ellie trusted Joel, right? But Joel told this beautiful lie. And I don't know, sometimes you can't trust a liar. So I can understand what Ellie is going through. But at the same time, Joel just wants to be a good father to Ellie. And it's just that dynamic of they're now older now, so they kind of have to settle their differences. But that porch scene with Joel, where he saw Ellie came back to the house, and then Joel just looks down, and he kind of looks sad, and I was like, damn, that really hit me, because honestly, Joel being a father figure to Ellie, like he basically like gave up the whole world for Ellie. So to see that Ellie was basically like ignoring him and just pretending he wasn't there, that was a really sad moment, honestly. But man, that's what it takes. There needs to be like a conclusion, like a talk, because a lot of things can be solved through talks. And I think that's what needs to be done. But other than that, I love the actor they portrayed as Jesse. Jesse was always like a funny guy in The Last of Us 2. And he was just a chill guy too. I honestly really like Jesse in this one. Like, the actor they chose for him was really perfect. And they showed that, Jesse did have a relationship with Dina, like this on and off thing. But, at the dance hall thing, Dina also likes Ellie, so there's that too. And Ellie likes Dina as well. So there's this kind of dynamic relationship between a lot of them. Now, I want to touch upon that scene in the beginning with Abby looking over like all the Fireflies' graves and even her father's grave, saying that she wants to kill Joel basically. And her crew, they moved to Seattle. They want to try to find location on where Joel is. And then at the end of Last of Us Season 2 Episode 1, they actually are at the edge of the mountain. They found where Jackson is, and they know where Joel is basically now. So it gets crazy. If you've if you played Last of Us 2, you know shit's gonna go down. Hopefully, I'm hoping they do this season different compared to the game. Like I said, I want more scenes with Joel, because that's the weirdest thing about Last of Us 2 is like they barely had much scenes with Joel. I want more Joel, and I'm glad that I'm getting more Joel in the show. Like, you get to see him a lot more. You get to see him kind of have a cool friendship with Dina and talk about how things are going on with Ellie. I love that shit. Like, that's all I want. I want more scenes with Joel, because the video game Last of Us 2 didn't have much of that. So at least they're doing more of that. So yeah, Abby's gonna, what Abby gonna do, so if you played the game. But man, the cinematography, the direction of this episode, a lot of the set pieces with the clicker and the recently infected, all of it was so good. The soundtrack was so good. Even the sites where they do the filming, the setting is so beautiful. It's like recreated from the game, like 1-to-1, and I love the attention to detail that it brought. Honestly, man, I can't say this is a bad episode. It was a very good one. And honestly, Dina's actor is my favorite one from this whole show so far. I think Dina's actor pretty much got the character down to a point. But yeah, that's it for my thoughts on Last of Us Season 2 Episode 1. What's your guys' thoughts on it? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And you have a nice day. And peace out.